channel, and today we are playing some more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, and we are about to start the second class trial. I'm super excited about this. So between episodes, I was just kind of going through the evidence, trying to figure out who did it, kind of create a theory. And right now, I have two suspects. So obviously, the first one is Toko. I mean, she has been the prime suspect ever since this murder happened. She's been at the top of the list. Super suspicious. She's been going on and on about like Genocide Jack taking control over something, or just, I don't know, she's been super suspicious. And the second suspect, I hate to say it, but unfortunately, I think it might be Mundo. As much as I don't want to believe it, I have a theory in which it could maybe be Mundo. Okay, so I believe that the murder actually happened in the boys' locker room, because that is, to me, that is the only thing that could explain the carpet and the poster switch. Right, so I think Chihiro was murdered in the boys' locker room, and when she got murdered, blood spilled. Oh, sorry about that. My microphone just went out. Yeah, so when Chihiro was murdered, blood spilled on the carpet and the poster. And so then, after she was murdered, the murderer just moved all that stuff into the girls' locker room. That's why the posters are different, and that's why the coffee stain, which Sakura created, is in the boys' locker room instead of the girls'. Right, so to me, it makes sense that Chihiro was murdered in the boys' locker room. Only thing that I can see that explains the carpet and poster switch. But that brings up the question, what the hell was Chihiro doing in the boys' locker room? Right, so if we assume Chihiro is in fact a girl, then Chihiro would have probably had to use why she just kept refusing their invitations. And also, Aoi said that Chihiro just kept the distance from the girls, but got remarkably well with her male classmates. That, to me, could kind of hint at Chihiro, in fact, being a boy. So, there's that. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, obviously, I'm pretty sure the dumbbell is the murder weapon, and then whoever murdered Chihiro went and grabbed the extension cord from the library and used that to hang up Chihiro. So we know Chihiro's handbook is missing. I have no idea where that's at. I'm actually thinking maybe the broken handbook that we found doesn't actually belong to Leon, that this is Chihiro's, and so Leon's is the one that's missing. But then, where's Leon's? So we're still missing a handbook and don't know where that's at. Yeah, so anyways, let's get into the trial. Let's get it started. So it has been a while since the last first class trial. It's been a while since the last first class trial. And so I kind of forgotten like some of the controls for the mini games. Hopefully, there's like a refresher or something, but I do apologize if I kind of mess up on things. I don't really remember the controls. Yeah, so anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. We have no choice, right? We have to do this. Yes. I gave a small nod in reply with one last deep breath. I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. Oh man. The steel box sank with heavy clunky sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation until finally it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good, good. You're rip-raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Ooh. Okay. Open handbook. Okay, that's not that. Set skills. Let's see. Okay, okay, we got that equipped. I don't think we really unlocked any new skills since last time. I think we just gained more SP. So yeah, no new skills, just more SP than last time. Alright, let's start class trial. All rise. And I'm excited. Let's go. shit, what's the Cheeto's fatal injury? What's the help? Influence gauge. Okay. By holding the RB button, you can concentrate and slow down the passage of time. This will consume your focus gauge. Fast forward. Okay, can hold B to speed up the debate. Is it Y? Yeah, Y to fire. Loading the truth bullet. Hold down the LB button to open your truth cylinder. Then, no. I guess yeah, they messed up right there. Just okay. Quick select. Quickly press the LB. Truth bullets will be automatically loaded according to their order. Target a weak spot. Hold down the Y button. Okay, so just you can eliminate white noise with your silencer. What the fuck? Do we have a silencer? See silencer. By targeting them, press the A button if you successfully eliminate white noise. This way, your timer will increase. However, if you shoot something else, you will lose time instead. Okay. Cheeto's fatal injury appears it was a head wound. According to the Monogama file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe. Nope. Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful weapon. Poor Chihiro. Okay. The weapon had to be at the scene of the crime. There was something with bloodstain on it. It was the dumbbell. Okay, we can speed up. No. Counter. Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury. And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one. You looked at her head wound. God, that's so creepy. If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear. What? For real? Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Okay, yes. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Okay, then we use the silencer on this, right? Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the A button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all, in which case you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Genocide Jack case file. Okay, the culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed as far as I'm concerned, but that's impossible. Why? What makes it impossible? I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it. Hey, so speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is. Okay, the thing Byaku showed me in the archive, one look at that and anyone would be convinced. It shows that this was the work of Genocide Jack. Okay, right here, coming up. I mean, come on. No proof. Oh shit, there you go. Counter. I might know one reason he could be involved. What? I found this file while I was witnesses are the higher-ups in the police department. However, Jiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack. Okay, but couldn't somebody else have also seen the case file and then just tried to imitate it? Right? It could still be a copycat killer, couldn't it? No fucking way. You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us? Yes, in fact, it's Toko. What? Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa. You lie. Whoa, what? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a second. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever. Remember, what kind of serial killer is afraid of blood? Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no. It's the split personality, right? Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated? It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Shit. Damn, I don't know what the. Okay, blank HI. Split personality, multiple people. Shit. H. Damn. Shit. Am I doing this right? Yes. Hold on, how do you, shoot the letters Y? Wants to destroy them. Skits. Oh, skits. Schizophrenia. Okay. Ah, shit, I failed it. Damn it. Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Oh, have we already come to the end of the debate? Well then, the class trial is officially adjourned. Now it's time to reveal who's the black end. Okay, I don't want to know just yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it, and then I'm just gonna force quit the game. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, we're back. So I just force quit the game, and so yeah, I don't know who the black end is still yet. I kind of had to redo everything else. Come on, where's skits? Shouldn't there be another C, right? Skit. Am I spelling it right? Shit. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna fail this again. Schizo, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Wasn't sure how to spell it. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality? Huh. I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder. Okay, but still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality. The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior. When she fainted, or talking about her fainting. Well, I can say it's close but not quite. Fainting by itself isn't proof of her split personality. she woke up. I'm fine, I'm fine. Yeah. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Yeah. She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top inning and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning, and she sounds completely different. She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone first completely disappeared. I can't read. Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission. Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Jado's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood and one that obviously can. So when Toko trapped herself in a room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive it out. The killer drive out the murderous fiend. The reason she locked herself in a room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out. What? Toko was afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her, of killing even more people. How can you know all this? I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No, what she wants to know is, how could you tell them? Huh? Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko? This is all a lie, right, Toko? You said you wouldn't tell anyone. What? You promised. I can't believe you lied. You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. Man, what a fucking dick. And she came to you for help, and then, you couldn't even help her. Man, this is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise, I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise, but don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised. How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you? I tried, I swear, I tried to control it, but your efforts were useless. What a disappointment. I hate you. Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly. The person? You don't mean... is Genocide Jack gonna come out? Togo's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Oh shit. Oh, hello there. Is it me you're hoping to see? What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill. What the fuck is this? Toko, what happened to you? Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults. She's so intense. Like they say, sound in murder's mind, sound in murder's body. This one is so different from the one we've come to know. Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and glooming soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun. This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane. Miss Jack. Jill, can I ask you a question? What's up? Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that? Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds. Just kidding. Then it's not true. Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town. Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again. This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt. A motive. Remember what Monokuma told us. If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit. But I can't imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth. Do you really expect any of us to believe you? Yeah, I could never believe a word you say, you monster. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Yeah, what's up with the room switch and a status of the dead body, okay? Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone. You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it? Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would have changed things. Oh, an alibi. Now we're talking. When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her. Oh, okay, I just have to focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That must have the answer. That should prove that what he said isn't quite right. Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone. Okay, I'll fast forward. Shoot some of these. Okay. Get there. Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one. Is it because the other cases that we've seen from Genocide Jack, they used scissors to hang up the body? Right? Because in the case file, all the pictures, it showed scissors stabs into the body. But for Chihiro, she was hung up with the extension cord. How's it any different? Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you. I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine. Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one. There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference. Victim's fatal injury. For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Cheeto died from a blow to the head, right? Yes, that is remarkably different from the other murders. Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's one more conflicting detail. That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce. Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged? That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her? Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They'd use some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists. What is your point? Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors. And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally, I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong. Big Mac, are you referring to me? Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference. And we will find that out next episode. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. So, unfortunately, my prime suspect, which was Toko, doesn't seem to actually be the murderer. I did kind of figure that that could be the case, that her being Genocide Jack, or Genocide Jill, was kind of like a misdirection, and that somebody else could have murdered her. So, like I said, I did have another suspect, Mundo. Hopefully, maybe not him, and it was instead Yasuhito. But, yeah. I am curious to know what's gonna happen to, Toko now that she's revealed to be Genocide Jill. Like, if she's not the killer, like she's saying she is, then she's still gonna be alive. And now we know that there's like an actual serial killer living among us. So I would figure somebody would target her to kill her first before she can kill other people. I don't know, but that's getting ahead of this trial. So yeah, next episode we'll continue on with this trial. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you